to my channel. So I look a bit weird right now, but for today's video I'm going to be showing you how I create my art pages in my book. And I know probably nobody wants to see this, but I really wanted to create this video because yeah, I just wanted to show you how I create them because I really like how my art book looks. So yeah, let's get started. So these are the pieces of artwork that I did, and I firstly started out by writing the artist's name in this like graffiti sort of font because I literally do like all my book in this font. So yeah, I just started out by doing that, and then I got this, I used my fine liners to go over it, but firstly, before I did that, I got like a plastic bag and then I coloured just these random colours. Honestly, they were just like random ones from my teacher's art room. I just get them and I colour in over the title, and then I get a paintbrush and I flick water at it, and then it like all smudges in, and then I go over it with my fine liner. You can use like a spray bottle, but mine like literally ran out and broke, so I use a paintbrush now. And then I'm just sticking my work onto this blue paper, so it's not just like white work, like it's not just work on a white page, because I wanted to create like a little background for it. And then because the pieces of paper were like too big, I like made a little flap so you could see the one behind, which is actually his work, so you could see them good, and you could just like overflap it. But then I went over his name, and then I did that same like smudge sort of effect in the little gaps. I was going to annotate it, but there wasn't really much to annotate about his work, to be honest. And I had a whole other page that I needed to like fill, although I do think that kind of looks a little bit empty. Anyway, then I put my work onto the same paper that his was. I was going to use black paper, but I don't know, I just didn't think it suited the piece of work. I actually like my transcription better. A transcription is basically like me copying his work, and then a pastiche is basically me doing his work but in my own style and like with my own picture, if that makes sense. So I like his work that I did better than my own. And then here, this is basically how I make like my annotations, because I always do them on this paper. So it's kind of like that Danish pastel theme. You've probably seen it over Pinterest or like in my Bloxburg videos, because I always use those decals. But yeah, this is basically just how like I make it, and then I use my highlighters to like not colour it in, but like colour it in with. So yeah, this is how I make it. Okay guys, so my tripod literally broke, also ignore my face patch, but I probably would have done a voiceover for like all of this up until now, but I'm going to annotate my work. So basically the sort of things I write are like, for this piece of work, this is how I usually start it off. For this piece of work, I firstly drew out the buildings and I did all the detail, and then I'll say something like, oh, then I went over it in pen and used watercolour paints. I used this colour because I thought it was good, and it matched it. And then I'll be like, what I found tricky about using the paints. And then in the end, I'll do like an end conclusion and be like, I really like this piece of work, or like I don't because of this and this. To stick these in, and I'll write about my work and his work. Also guys, I have like a theme in my book, so you'll have saw the title that I drew for this. I use that font in every single piece of work apart from one, which I'm kind of like, do Do I regret that? So ignore the painting in the background, but for today's video I'm going to be showing you how I present my artwork in my art book, and I know probably none of you want to see this, but I wanted to film this video, so please watch it because it would mean the world to me if you did, because I love doing art. But yeah, today you're just going to see how I present my artwork in my book. Yeah, I hope you enjoy it. So let's get started.